Hey guys, how you doing? Cyrus here from Nurture Association, and welcome to our video. Today I want to talk about something very important called consciousness. Well, in my personal life, I'm such a nerd that I'm trying to find all these answers for the questions that there seems to be unanswerable. So you can't really answer them so easy, and you have to dig a lot more deeper than the normal stuffs to see what you can find in there. Well, I came across a lot of questions in my life, and I kind of found an answer for every each of them, except the very recent one that as much as I dig deeper, it becomes more unnatural and weird to find the answer. And that subject is consciousness. I'm always trying to question everything. And one of the things that, I start questioning from a long time ago is, who am I? And from that who am I question, I came to this part that human and everything about human is a little bit different than the normal form of accepting who we are. What I mean is, human has a brain, well, human has a heart, human has all this nerve system in his body and all these veins. If I want to just, bring an analogy here, imagine there is this PC, personal computer, which has this CPU and GPU and all these wires in it and this motherboard and stuff like that. Well, we can say, if we just say that our mind, or let's say our brain, is our storage system, which is our SSD, a lot more faster anyway. Our eyes, if it is our GPU, and our heart, if it's our power, and we have this nerve system, which is our motherboard. It is kind of connected all these things together. Our vein is just like the computer's wiring. The things that actually give this PC a life is the consciousness, which is our operation system. Well, if it just has a PC like this, if there is no operation system on there, it's absolutely useless to just turn on the computer. What do you want to do with it? Where do you want to go? It's just on and it's just working, but there is nothing in there. You can't access to anything. You can't access to the hard drive because there is no operation system to go like Windows and just click on your drive and just access to your folders and all these things. So about human, I believe our consciousness is what we can say our operation system. The differences that every human have, apart from their personality and apart from their genes, it should be their consciousness. Well, there's this Indian guru named Satguru, which I talked about him before in this channel. He's saying that when you have this kind of soap bubble, and when you just blow into the soap bubble, you and I are doing it. As long as there is this bubble, we can say my air is in that bubble and your air is in that bubble. But when the bubble is going to just blow, there is no such thing as my air and as your air. He says every single human being has this kind of let's say an energy, and they're part of consciousness from a bigger consciousness in the world, which gave them this awareness that what are they doing, who they are, what is it happening around them, and all these things that made us human rather than animals. This form of knowing, this form of being is what he says is consciousness. But there's no such, a legit one, a thing that we can relate to it. So, where is consciousness? And what is consciousness, to be honest? I guess he knows the answer. Let me tell you this. I guess he knows the answer. I guess he can answer the question, but I have no access to Satguru and talking to him. I mean, like, I'm nobody, and he's Satguru, this very popular and lovely and very mature and wise Indian guru, which is really hard to reach. But to me, this is one of the most fundamental questions that I guess, if there is any possibility of changing the world and helping humans fundamentally, is in that very question. Because when you know what is consciousness, it means that you have access to lots of things in your life. I can say, I don't know what is consciousness, but I can feel it. And this friend of mine, Moeen, were saying that maybe we experience what is consciousness. Well, maybe we know what is consciousness, but we don't know how to have access to it. All these gurus and lots of other peoples, like very famous figures, they talked about, meditation. Like David Lynch has this very great video about meditation. And Satguru is talking about meditation all the time. It was another doctor, which I don't remember his family name on YouTube, which I saw today. Anyway, they all talking about meditation, which meditation is a kind of a key which can open the door of consciousness. Satguru again has this analogy, which he says, there is this cosmos out there. We know there is cosmos out there. We know there's this big universe, but we don't have access to it, but we can watch it with a very powerful telescope. And he says meditation is the telescope that will give you the access to know what is consciousness, to have access to your consciousness, and actually to experience consciousness. But, well, I don't know about it. If there is anyone in our viewers have some answers or have some ideas, what is that? I mean, like, I'm so glad to know it in our comments about that. I mean, like, you will make me so happy with putting your comments in there. Or there are people, if they know the answer, you can just give me that knowing how to access to them. But I'm telling you, I just shared this knowledge to encourage you to think about it, because I didn't find another weird and anonymous and unknown subject more than consciousness. I guess everything about humans and everything about who we are, it is related to consciousness. So I can say not only knowing what is consciousness is not enough, but the thing that going to revolutionize the whole process of being human is to have access to it, and that is very important. That was all, guys. That was the reason that I made this video. Hope I make you think about it. Well, in the world of philosophy, I'm saying my personal belief that a very good things about life is knowing what question to think about, and a very good question will never going to provide you a very good answer, but going to provide you more questions to think about. So if I help you to think about this, well, that's what I actually meant to do. Thank you.